Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten's and today I'm going to be doing a video game awards with the VGAs, my thoughts on the nominations, and I know I'm a bit late to this, but I just got to get this out of the way because I have been wanting to do this for a little bit. So without further ado, let us begin. And also, sorry about the length of the video, and I will be skipping over a few of the categories because I have no idea and I have nothing really to say on some of these categories. So let us begin. I'm going to work my way from the bottom to the top. First we have Best Chinese Game. Now, very odd, selection when there should be, if that's the case, why not Best North American, Best European, Best Japanese Game? But I digress. I honestly think the money, some Chinese company offered the money to the VGAs and they took it for a big sponsor. So we have the nominees are Monument Valley 2, JX3 HD, Gumballs, Icy, and King of Glory. I do not know any of these companies that made these games. I don't know any of the games, so I really can't say. I don't really care who wins, so I'm going to skip that one over. I apologize, but as I said, I will be skipping a few over. So next we have Best Debut Indie Game. So this is like a brand new game done by a brand new developer. So nominees are Slime Rancher, Mr. Shifty, Hollow Knight, Golf Story, and Cuphead. I haven't played any of these games, but I have seen a lot of Slime Rancher. I've watched an entire walkthrough of Cuphead, and I've seen a lot of Hollow Knight. Mr. Shifty I've never heard of, and Golf Story I've heard a lot of good things, but I have not played it. I think Cuphead will win this. I think we could all agree on that. My vote is going to go to Cuphead. My runner-up will be Slime Rancher, because Slime Rancher does look really damn good. So, up next we have Best Esports Team. Another category I don't really care about. We have Team Liquid, SK Telecom 1, Lunatic High, High spelled with an H-A-I instead of H-E-Y, or Hey, I, whatever. FaZe Clan, and Cloud9. I've never heard of any of these groups, so I don't really know who's going to win. I don't really care who's going to win. So I'm going to skip this one over. Sorry. As I said, I will be skipping the ones over I don't really care about or don't know. Best Esports Player presented by Omen, by HP, whatever the hell. So this is Best Esports Player, of course. I'm not going to pronounce any of them because there's a few South Koreans in there and I'm going to really butcher their names. So if you want to look that one up, go and have a look. I've only ever watched one esports match, which was at my cousin's. I was staying over and we watched the League of Legends match a few weeks ago, and I know one player there, Faker. That's who I remember because he was the one that was hyped up and lost. So yeah, not really care for any of those, so skipping that one as well. Apologize. So up next we have Best Esports Game. So the nominees are Rocket League, League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and Overwatch. I've played every game here except for Dota 2. My nominee is going to go to Overwatch only because I prefer Overwatch over every game there. And my runner-up will be Rocket League because I do not like Counter-Strike and League of Legends is... nah, it's okay. So yeah, remember this is my pick, guys. Don't get too salty. So up next we have Trending Gamer. Now I remember this was last year, something similar to it where like Boogie2988 was voted or nominated or something like that. But the nominees are Steven Spun, Mike Gretzky or Gresieski or whatever. I'm butchering these ones. I'm sorry, but at least I can pronounce some of it. Guy BM, Clint Lexa, and Andrea Rien or whatever. I don't really know any of these people, so I'm not really going to vote anyone here. I think Devil is voting for Guy BM, Dr. Disrespect. So, yeah, if I had to pick, I would be probably Dr. Disrespect and then Steven Spun. That's just my opinion, but I'm not going to be voting for it, of course. Best Student Game. This is a game developed by someone that's in college or school, that kind of stuff. So we have Meaning, Level Squared, Impulsion, Falling Sky, Hollowed, and From Light. Never played any of these games. I've never even actually heard of any of these games until I've seen the list here. So I'm going to actually go for From Light. It looks pretty good. Followed by Falling Sky. That'd be my runner-up. As whoever... I don't really know any of these games, so I don't know who's going to actually win. So, yeah. So up next we have Best Independent Game. So this would be a game developed by someone that's not got a big publisher behind them. We have Pyre, Nights in the Woods, or Night in the Woods, should I say. Cuphead, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Hellblade, Sienna's Sacrifice. My money's on Cuphead. It'll win. I'm going to go for Cuphead anyway, followed by Hellblade. I have not played any of these games, but that'll be my money, because Hellblade looks more interesting than the other 3 games, and Cuphead's a game that I've watched an entire walkthrough too. So up next we have Most Anticipated Game. We have Last of Us 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously, Monster Hunter World, Marvel Spider-Man, and God of War. My money, without question, goes to Monster Hunter here, followed by God of War. Monster Hunter looks so good. God of War is, I guarantee, is going to be amazing. Marvel Spider-Man, I'm not really too hyped on because Insomniac's making it. Red Dead Redemption, I'm not hyped on because 2K's going to put loot boxes in it, I know for a fact. And Last of Us 2, we're not going to see it for another 2 years probably. But Last of Us 2 will be pretty good. Should be anyway. Up next we have Best Multiplayer Game. Now we have Fortnite, Call of Duty World War 2, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Destiny 2, and PlayerUnknown Battleground. Now let me get this out of the way. Fortnite and PlayerUnknown Battleground should not be nominated as they are early access games. You know, they're not complete. So, no, they're not getting voted at all. But I'll be getting to PUBG later on, don't you worry. So that leaves us with Call of Duty World War 2. The online service, that game is shit. They really need to fix it, but the online is pretty good. Splatoon 2, I wasn't a fan of Splatoon 1, so I'm not going to be voting for Splatoon 2. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe should not be nominated because it is a Wii U game remastered, so therefore it should not be allowed to be nominated. And Destiny 2. I've not played Destiny 2. I played the beta. I thought the beta was pretty good. There should be Tekken, Injustice, other games like Neo, for example, should also be nominated for Best Multiplayer Game. But unfortunately, yeah, why not? Like I told you at the start of this, I smell bullshit. I smell money. So yeah, if I had to vote, I would pick Call of Duty because I'd rather play Call of Duty than Destiny 2. Also, as I said, Fortnite, Mario Kart, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds should not be nominated, and I'm not a fan of Splatoon. So Call of Duty, and my runner-up would be Destiny. So up next, we have Best Sports Racing Game. So I don't know why they mixed sports and racing games together. Annoys me they did that. So we have, the nominees are Project Cars 2, Pro Evolution Soccer 2018, NBA 2018, Gran Turismo Sport, Forza Motorsport 7, and FIFA 18. Now, they should have, as I said before, they should have split this up. There was enough sports games and enough racing games this year to warrant their own lists. For example, Dirt 4, World Rally 7. There you go. There's enough for the racing genre. As for sports, you know, Madden, I mean, I've never played Madden before, but I'm sure Madden was possible at least. What about the likes of wrestling, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm not really happy, as I said, that they've put them two together. But if I was to pick, I'd give it to FIFA because I really like the story to FIFA 17 and 18. So if you could ever get FIFA 17 and 18 really cheap, I'd recommend it. And when I say cheap, I mean like $20, nothing more. My runner-up would be Gran Turismo Sport. Also, why is NBA nominated when it got, you know, the ass ripped off it for the whole, you know, loot boxes thing that it had going on for it? I have a friend that's into basketball games, and he said he stopped playing it because that's how bad it was. It just destroyed the love he had for the game, which I understand completely. But yeah, so FIFA 18, and then Gran Turismo's runner-up. So up next we have Best Strategy Game, or RTS. So the nominees are XCOM 2, War of the Chosen, Tooth and Tail, Total War Warhammer 2, Halo Wars 2, and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Okay, I do not care for XCOM. I've never liked the series at all. That's just me. So I apologize. It won't be getting my vote. Tooth and Tail I've never heard of, so I'm not really going to vote for it. For all I know, it's probably good. But Halo Wars 2, I didn't hate Halo Wars 1. I just thought it was boring. And I've heard that Halo Wars 2 is an improvement, but it's not that much of an improvement. So yeah. So it comes down to Total War and Mario Rabbids. I would give it to Total War because Total War, I've played a lot of the Total War series and it's fantastic, and I've got no doubt in my mind that this one is just as good as the old ones. Mario would get my runner-up. Mario looks amazing, by the way. The two Mario games on Switch would make me buy a Switch. But yeah. So up next we have is Best Family Game. So we have Splatoon 2, Sonic Mania, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Super Mario Odyssey. Okay, as I said before, Splatoon 2 won't be getting my nomination because I don't really like Splatoon. Mario Kingdom Battle, really good. Looks good anyway, should I say. Mario Kart 8 should be on the list. Super Mario Odyssey looks fantastic, but my vote's going to Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania was absolutely fantastic. One of the best Sonic games ever made, and just a real joy to play this year. So, yeah, overall, I'm going to pick Sonic Mania with Super Mario Odyssey as a runner-up. But why isn't there the likes of Everybody's Golf as a runner-up? Because it could easily fill the void over Mario Kart 8. But yeah. So Sonic Mania definitely followed by Super Mario Odyssey. So up next we have Best Fighting Game. So we have Tekken 7, Nidhogg 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Injustice 2, and ARMS. Okay, let me start with ARMS first. I have played ARMS. It's, like a display model switch you can play in the likes of, like Big W, Target, and all that there. ARMS is terrible. Why is it nominated? I actually thought it was I was sitting there playing it going, this is shit. This actually is shit. Injustice 2, fantastic game. Utterly brilliant. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, it's not terrible. It's better than Street Fighter 5, but it's not a good game either. It's definitely not going to get anyone's vote. Nidhogg 2, I've heard of it, should I say, sorry. I've never played it, and judging by the look of it, it just looks like one of those take the piss games. Then we have Tekken 7, my personal favorite fighting game of the year. My vote is going to go to Tekken 7, with the runner-up being Injustice 2. But Tekken 7 was so good. So yeah. Up next we have Best Role-Playing Game or Best RPG. So the nominees are South Park: The Fractured Butthole, Final Fantasy 15, Divinity: Original Sin 2, Nier Automata, and Persona 5. Okay, South Park was great. Wasn't as good as Stick of Truth. I think a lot of people will agree with that, but it was a fantastic game and I did enjoy it. Final Fantasy 15, I adore Final Fantasy 15, but Final Fantasy 15 will not be getting nominated by me because of the sheer fact that Final Fantasy 15 came out last year, and I don't think it's fair to be counted this year. So as much as I love Final Fantasy 15, I will not be giving it a vote. But to say that it would win, in my opinion, but no, I'm gonna be fair in this and not give it the vote. Divinity: Original Sin 2, I have not played, so I can't really judge that at all. Nier Automata, fantastic game. I think Neo should be here instead, but what can you do? Persona 5, I think it will win this because I've heard that this game is phenomenal. I can't get my hands on it. It's sold out everywhere over here, and that's probably a good reason why, actually. Um, but if it was up to me, as I said, I think Neo should be here. Same with Yakuza 0, Tales of Besteria, Monster Hunter on the 3DS as well, actually. But my vote is going to go to Nier Automata out of this, followed by South Park, only because I have not played Persona, and I have played those two games. So, yeah. So up next we have Best Action Adventure Game. So the nominees are Uncharted Lost Legacy, Assassin's Creed Origin, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, Horizon Zero Dawn, it's a good game. I think it's a tad overrated. So, yeah. Don't cry. Super Mario Odyssey is a platformer. I don't know why the hell it's here. But it looks amazing, so whatever. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, most overrated Zelda game of the I've ever played. I don't think it deserves to be here either. So, yeah. Assassin's Creed Origins, after Syndicate, I'm not expecting much from this game. I haven't bought it yet. And Uncharted Lost Legacy. The only Uncharted I've never liked was 3. I really liked 4. And Uncharted Lost Legacy does look amazing. I haven't played it. I've got it, but I haven't played it. But my vote for this will go to Mario Odyssey, even though it's not action adventure game. Followed by Uncharted. So up next we have Best Action Game. Now this made me laugh when I first saw it. So the nominees are Prey. Why is Prey nominated when, if I'm not mistaken, Prey got ripped apart because of its problems it had, and everyone was saying it's boring? But anyway, Prey, Neo, Destiny 2, Cuphead, wouldn't call Cuphead an action game, and Wolfenstein 2. Okay, without question, Neo gets my vote. Neo was a phenomenal game, and if you have not played Neo, please, by all means, go and play it. Neo wins this hands down, but my runner-up, I'd give to Cuphead, even though I just said, it's not an action game. I know, but it's there to be voted. I haven't played Wolfenstein 2 yet. I've heard it's not as good as New Order. And Destiny 2, it's Destiny. You play one, you play them all. So yeah, Neo, sorry, and Cuphead is the runner-up. Okay, up next we have Best VR and AR Game. So I have not played VR, but the nominees are Super Hot VR, Star Trek Bridge Crew, Lone Echo Echo Arena, Farpoint, and Resident Evil 7. Okay, I'm going to give it to Resident Evil 7, not because it's a good game, but I've actually heard by a lot of people that actually have played VR that Resident Evil 7 is actually a really good VR game. So, yeah, I'll give it to Resi 7. My runner-up will go to that Super Hot game because I have seen footage and it does look actually pretty damn awesome. So, yeah, Resi and then Super Hot is the runner-up. Next, we have Best Handheld Game. First off, we have Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. Haven't played. Yoshi games haven't really been good for a long time. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. Monster Hunter Stories. I haven't played it, but it looks fantastic. It's actually supposed to have a proper story to it this time, as opposed to the old ones being, just go out and kill, hunt, gather resources, that kind of stuff. Metroid, Samus Returns, remake of Metroid 2. Technically shouldn't be counted as it's a remake, but at the same time, I think we'll let it off with it. I know that's not fair, but still. Ever Oasis looks pretty good, and Fire Emblem Echoes Shadow of Valentia. I've not really cared for the Fire Emblem games, I'm sorry. So my vote here is going to go to Monster Hunter, followed by Metroid. So Monster Hunter and then Metroid. Metroid's probably going to win that anyway. So up next we have his best mobile game. Yep, we've gotten to that point where mobile games get their own nomination. Can't wait for best loot boxes and games. That'll be coming soon. But anyway, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, Old Man's Journey, Monument Valley 2, and Hidden Folks. Now, from what I've heard, is that Mario game came out a year or 2 years ago or something. So I don't know why it's been nominated, but yeah. But my nomination would be, I'd give it to Old Man's Journey. It actually looks pretty good. Followed by Super Mario Run, because I would play it because it's Mario, but at the same time, I wouldn't touch it because it's a mobile game. So next we have this best ongoing game. Now this is a brand new category, meaning games that have added more to their experience over time, right? So this means old games, you know, that people keep coming back to play, right? So the nominees are Warframe, haven't played it. Rainbow Six Siege, I've played. Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto Online, Destiny 2, and PlayerUnknown Battleground. Once again, PlayerUnknown Battleground should not be nominated. Destiny 2, why is it here when it's only 2 months old? Didn't the game come out in September? Why is Destiny 2 nominated for this category? That's retarded. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto Online. Grand Theft Auto is shit online. I do not care what anyone says. Grand Theft Auto should just be about single player, nothing else. Especially when we had 2 great single player story DLCs for 4, and 5 it's just been DLC for multiplayer. Overwatch, obviously you play Overwatch, everyone knows. Rainbow Six Siege, it's a good game, but I can't forgive it for what it did to me. If you've watched that really old video I did in 2015, where the game just would not work for me. And Warframe, I have not played. Okay, so my nomination, Overwatch will win for me. Overwatch will probably win anyway. That or PUBG. And my runner-up I'll give to Rainbow. So, but what I want to actually say before I move on is, why isn't there, you know, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, you know, Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, you know, old games that have, you know, people still playing it. Final Fantasy 14. Like, I mean, I've not played World of Warcraft, so I can't really, you know, talk too much like about it. But from what I've heard is, it always gets good, you know, content added to it. So shouldn't that be nominated? As far as I would think it would be nominated, but no. As I said, I smell money. But anyway, sorry about that. So up next we have Games for Impact. Now this is another new one. This is essentially a game where its impacts has a meaning, you know, whether it be about suicide, that kind of stuff, right? So the nominees are Please Don't Knock on My Door. I'm sorry, that name is just brilliant. Night in the Woods, Life is Strange Before the Storm, Bury Me My Love, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Okay, I haven't played any of these games. I've played Life is Strange's first game. I haven't played the new one. So my nominee is going to go to Hellblade, because that would be the game out of all them first that I would play. Followed by, I'll give it to Bury Me My Love, because the art style looks fantastic. So yeah, no disrespect to the other games, it's just that that's what I would pick. And come on, seriously, you can't take yourself like that with a name like Please Knock on My Door. But anyway, so up next we have Best Voice Acting Performance, you know, like by a person. Now they used to do 2 categories, used to do a male and a female. Now they've mixed them together. That's fine, that's doesn't really bother me at all, but at the same time sort of weird and lazy. But anyhow, so up first we have Melina Jurgens as Sunya from Hellblade, Laura Bailey as Nadine from Uncharted, Claudia Black as Chloe from Uncharted, Brian Bloom as BJ Blazkowicz for Wolfenstein 2, and Ashley Birch as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, I'll start from the top and work my way down. I have not played Hellblade, so I'm sorry, Melina. I'm not gonna vote. Laura Bailey, she does amazing voice acting, especially in anime. But I do not think Nadine was her best performance. I honestly think her best performance this year was Supergirl from Injustice 2. So, yeah, don't know why that's voted, but whatever. So up next we have Claudia Black. She does a phenomenal voice on Chloe. She always did, especially in Uncharted 2. She got nominated in 2009 as well. I think she won Best Female Act. I think. Then you got Brian Bloom. So, okay, I'm going to be honest here. Not to be a dick, but Brian Bloom doesn't really do anything for a character that has no personality to begin with. I don't like BJ Blazkowicz. I never have. And, I mean, his voice acting is just subpar. Not just to disrespect, Brian, but I'm just saying that's what I think. And Ashley Birch is Aloy. She does a great job, so I would give it to Ashley, followed by Claudia. So, yeah, that's my two nominees. There's a few other nominees I think should have been voted here, but yeah, no, we weren't going to get it. Like, for example, if they're going to have the likes of, someone like, BJ Blazkowicz, well, why not Japanese voice actors, especially from, say, Yakuza or something? Or what about the woman that does the voice of 2B, or B2, I forgot her name. Yeah, I forgot her name, but anyhow. Yeah, so Aloy from Horizon and Claudia Black, from Uncharted. So up next we have 2 seconds. Best audio design. Now, best audio design doesn't mean soundtrack, it means sound effects in the game, that kind of stuff. So we have Destiny 2, Hell's Blade, Sunya's Sacrifice, Resident Evil 7, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey. Okay, Destiny 2, I don't really think it should be there, but whatever. As I said, small money. Hell's Blade I have not played, so I can't really judge that. Resident Evil 7 I think deserves this, to win this part, because it was fantastic for its atmosphere and that there. Legend of Zelda, honestly, the in-game voices for Legend of Zelda, not voices, sound effects, weren't that good. So, I don't know why it's there. And Mario Odyssey, I don't know, I have not played. But, say what you want, and I know this may garner a lot of hate, but don't you think Star Wars Battlefront 2 should have been nominated? Say what you want about the loot boxes and how shit the game performs and that there. You can't deny that the in-game sounds are absolutely fantastic, and I think they deserve to be there, despite what you think. Same with the likes of Forza or Project Cars 2. World Rally 7 could be here as well. But yeah, as I said, they're only picking the really popular games. So yeah, I would give my nominee to Resident Evil, and runner-up, I'll give it to Mario. So up next we have Best Music. Now this is the actual music in the game. First we have Destiny 2. Holy shit, what the hell is it here for? Like, seriously, like, I actually think Activision paid to have a lot of Destiny in this. I actually do believe that. But anyway, Cuphead, I've heard the music to Cuphead. It's okay. It's not the best. I don't know why it's here either, sort of. Next we have Nier Automata. Holy shit, the soundtrack to this game is fantastic. I honestly believe it's one of the best soundtracks this generation. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild soundtrack is pretty good to the game. Not the best the series has had, but it is good. Super Mario Odyssey, Mario's always had good music, so I'm not doubting this here. And then Persona 5. I've heard Persona 5 has a great soundtrack as well. But that begs the question, why isn't there other games here with great soundtracks in them? Like original scores. For example, the game you see in the background now, I think it has a good soundtrack, but once again, it's only the popular games. But Nier definitely wins this without even trying, and I would give my runner-up to Mario. But Nier wins this by a landslide. So, best art direction. This isn't graphics. This is more artistic design. We have Destiny 2. See what I'm getting at with Destiny, by the way? Cuphead, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, first things first, Horizon Zero Dawn is a technical achievement. It is graphically outstanding. Persona 5, I've seen the graphics. It's artistically good looking, but graphically it's not that good looking. But this is artistic design, of course. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it looks like a poor man's Wind Waker. Don't know why it's nominated, but whatever. Cuphead gets my vote. Best looking game on this list, in terms of artistic, of course. Destiny 2. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. I think Call of Duty World War 2 looks better than Destiny 2. So, yeah. But, anyway. Cuphead gets my vote. Runner-up, I would give to Persona because it's more artistic than the other two. So, next is Best Narrative or Story. We have What Remains of Edith Finch, Nier Automata, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Wolfenstein 2, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Nier, once again, Nier wins this without even trying. But my runner-up, I would probably give to Hellblade, only because Horizon Zero Dawn, nah. Wolfenstein 2, I've heard the story's not very good, and I've not heard of What Remains of Edith Finch. But why isn't Resident Evil 7 on this list? Resident Evil 7 had a pretty damn good story, so once again, yeah. So, next we have Best Game Direction. Now this is innovating the game forward. So, Wolfenstein 2, Resident Evil 7, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay. Why Wolfenstein 2 when it's the same game as the first, more or less? Resident Evil 7, I think, deserves this vote because it changed the series and actually helped show that the series isn't dead yet. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is also definitely good for this because of the whole, it's the first Zelda, more or less, open world kind of thing, which is also good. Super Mario Odyssey, I don't think deserves to be here because it's just a Mario game. And you can transform with the different hats and that. Horizon Zero Dawn, it's the first game Guerrilla's done this style outside of the Killzone games. So, yeah. But my vote for this goes to Resi, followed by Legend of Zelda. So, Resident Evil 7, followed by Legend of Zelda. Here we go. That bullshit. Game of the Year. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, PlayerUnknown Battleground, once again, shouldn't be there, Persona 5, and Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, first things first. PUBG, now I'm going to talk about it for just a little bit. PUBG shouldn't be on this list. Once again, it's an early access title, and if it wins, which it probably will because of the popularity the actual game has, it'll rob Game of the Year of 4 games that actually are complete and don't deserve to have it robbed from them. But then again, this happened last year with Overwatch. I like Overwatch, but you cannot deny that Overwatch was nowhere near deserving Game of the Year over Uncharted 4, over Doom, over Final Fantasy 15. There is no way it deserved it over them. Or Forza Horizon 3. So yeah, if PlayerUnknown Battleground wins, what's going to happen? The industry now realizes, we don't have to make full games to actually be nominated for awards or to win them, which if it wins, fuck me, I will go nuts. I actually will do a video, trust me, I'll be salty. So, the remaining 4, who would I choose? Honestly, I would give it to Persona 5. I think Persona 5 would deserve it more because it came out of nowhere. The series is known for being good, yes, okay, but Persona 5 has taken off like a rocket, as opposed to we knew that Zelda and Mario were going to be big games. Horizon Zero Dawn was also a big surprise. But my runner-up, Persona 5 is the winner. My runner-up, I will give to Mario. I think Mario deserves it. But then it begs the question, there's a few other games I think deserve to be on this list. Where's Nier Automata? Where's Neo? Where's Sonic Mania? Where's Yakuza 0? Where's Sniper Elite 4? Where's Tales of Bestiaria? And they're games I like, and some of those games are really high rated, so yeah, you could argue, you know, I'm right. But there's one game I have not played, but I am going to talk about it. There's one game that should be on that Game of the Year nominee list. And here's the reason why. I'm just going to scroll down so I don't forget the name. So, the game, I remember I was telling you about Divinity Original Sin 2. It's currently sitting at a 92% on Metacritic, making it the 4th highest rated game of this year. After, I think Zelda's first, followed by Mario, followed by Persona, then it's Divinity. Now, wouldn't you think Divinity would get nominated for Game of the Year for being that high on Metacritic? But no. So yeah, that's my list. Persona 5, runner-up, Mario. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my video and my thoughts. Sorry about the length of the video. And just please, if you are going to vote for this, because you don't have to, you can if you want. It's free. It's none of that, you know, all that shit. Please don't let PUBG win. If PUBG wins, this is going to be really bad for future game awards. Because Overwatch started it, and I wasn't happy Overwatch won last year. But if this happens, imagine what it's going to cause for you know, future, you know, awards. I know I shouldn't be taking them too seriously, but again, this is what they plant on the boxes of the covers of the games, remember? And besides, if that's the case, Fortnite is better than PUBG. But yeah, that's my opinion. But anyhow, once again, sorry about the length of this video, guys. I just needed to get this off my chest, and I hope you enjoyed the video and stuck through. Let us know what your comments are and what you think about the list. But anyhow, this is Private Mittens. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys, and see you later. Bye.